Hello and welcome to my channel. So today I want to show you how I turn a few leftover scraps of watercolor paper into these cozy autumnal bookmarks. If you are anything like me, you probably love flipping through your art books on a long autumn evenings. And honestly, more than once I found myself reaching for a random receipt or post-it as a bookmark. So this time I thought I'll make something prettier using those leftover bits of watercolor paper we all seem to collect. I'll show you two simple designs today. The first one is a loose, colourful landscape with autumn leaves, very beginner friendly. The second one features overlapping leaves using a negative painting technique. It looks quite intricate, but it's actually easier than it seems. So for this project you will need watercolors, tubes or pans are fine, masking tape. I'm actually using this lovely Jackson's Art Watercolours, which I've really enjoyed lately. I actually grabbed a few more during their recent sale and they have beautiful earthy tones, perfect for autumn. My main colours are yellow ochre, burnt sienna, raw umber, quinacridone rose and French ultramarine. Plus I have a touch of lemon yellow and Payne's grey for mixing that beautiful muted green. For the brushes I'm using these round Pro Art synthetic brushes and the sizes are 14, 7 and 5. I started by taping down narrow strips of watercolor paper to a board. I like to stick and unstick the tape a few times to make it less sticky before applying it. For the first wash, I covered the whole paper with a watery mix of yellow ochre and then I lifted out some pigment with a very thirsty brush to create soft clouds. I glazed over some quinacridone rose and dropped in ultramarine while everything was still wet. So the colors blend beautifully on the paper. This creates this lovely glowing sky you often get in autumn light. Then, using the wet in wet technique again, I loosely painted the trees. I am working wet in wet because I want the pigments to spread beautifully. I let the colors mix as I place them next to each other. I used ultramarine and yellow ochre and then a little bit of lemon yellow for the greens. I also mixed burnt sienna with quinacridone rose for a few lovely red trees. I tried to stack a few blobs of contrasting color on top of each other to create this more natural look. I use my trusty hairdryer to dry this layer completely. But you can let it dry naturally and just have a cup of tea. So I mixed raw umber and ultramarine for tree branches and now I'm using my smallest brush. I hold it quite low for better control. The key in drawing tree branches is to be as random as possible, not symmetrical. I have never seen a perfectly symmetrical tree in nature. And now looking at my previously completed bookmark, I honestly think that less is more. I definitely overdid it in this case, so don't make the same mistake. And that's it, the first bookmark design is done. Very simple, loose and full of color. For the second design idea I used the negative painting technique, while you paint around the shapes rather than inside them. I sketched a few overlapping leaves, changing the angles for a more natural look. I picked 3 leaves that will be the lightest, and I erased a few unwanted pencil lines from them. The first layer is again a very watery mix of yellow ochre and burnt sienna. Again, I let it dry completely before moving on. I picked my medium-sized brush and using a mix of burnt sienna and that quinacridone rose again, I painted around the top leaves, leaving them lighter. Again, this layer is fairly transparent, as I know I will be glazing more pigment on the top of it after. I use my hairdryer to dry this layer completely. For my darkest layer, I mixed a muted purple. I used ultramarine and a little bit of vermilion, which is a warm red. I carefully painted the gaps between the leaves with my smallest brush. For the final details, I glazed a few leaves with burnt sienna and raw umber, and I added some delicate veins and deepened the shadows with a touch of ultramarine. I really hope you enjoy painting along and that you'll try these autumnal bookmarks yourself. They are a lovely way to use up some paper scraps. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't want to miss the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy painting!